Columbia students, what's fact and fiction? Bringing Columbia students to Bolton High School was the visionary idea of the Board of Education and the Board of Selectmen. RTF is very appreciative of their hard work to make this happen. Bolton has benefited. Columbia students greatly enriched the educational experience of our students. The school board, with the services of an educational consultant, determined what each Columbia student would need to pay. From this, the town created a 5-year contract that may be extended to 10 years. Bolton must accept at least 15 students each year, while Columbia has no obligation to send any students. It is a very important fact that needs to be stated again. Columbia has no obligation to send any students. Columbia is very committed to school choice. Columbia will pay none of the cost of the construction for the school. Bolton residents will pay for construction in addition to the money we pay to educate a typical student. Selectmen established an ordinance 2 years ago to set aside 80% of the Columbia revenue to help fund the construction costs. They believed 20% would be enough to cover the additional educational expenses associated with these students. It is a decision many, including the people in this group, take strong issue with. Though well-intended, the ordinance is not working. With the added revenue, the education system should be overflowing with money. It is something parents should see and feel. Instead, we hear that no supplies are being purchased and no new professional development activities are being approved. The budget is currently at a deficit and spending is frozen. There is uncertainty as to whether we can purchase school supplies. Textbook purchases are being cut. Teachers are being eliminated. Also, we don't see investments in new materials, textbooks, technology, and computers. Meanwhile, this year hundreds of thousands of dollars go into a fund for a new building. Our children's current needs come first. That should be the priority, and only after their needs are met should extra funds be set aside for a new building. What needs to be done? The ordinance needs to be altered so that the school system will have full access to this money. The town should only be using the 5-year Columbia revenues in calculating the cost to local taxpayers, and the set-aside, if any, should be determined only after a sustainable trend has been proven for what extra funds the Board of Education has. The current $26 million school project counts on $23.8 million of local funding, and of this amount, $8.2 million must come from Columbia. There is much risk in making this decision, and it is a fact every taxpayer needs to know.